So the mind never stops thinking. It will die if it stops thinking. If the mind dies, the astral self and the body also die. Therefore, it's like the heartbeat of the mind, the thinking. So the mind, since it's always thinking, it's the creative power of the mind is expressed in thoughts. So therefore, what we think at different levels in the mind is what is created outside. Mind is totally programmed in the causal plane when we come here. I sometimes give the simple simile that you pick up your DVD when you come from there. All destinies of one life, human life, are written up in the form of DVDs, pre-programmed. We come and we play the DVD in which there are many actors. All the people we meet are part of that show, part of the actors, including one actor who you think is yourself, who is not yourself. You are the one playing the DVD. Yet you place yourself in that DVD in one of the actors. Any actor, it doesn't matter. The DVD plays and you find you are amongst those people. And you begin to think that is you and the others are others. It is not true. The truth is you are watching the DVD and what you think is yourself, your body, is just like anybody else whom you see in the show. That's not you. You happen to sit in that one character. That's so important because people say, can we with our own thoughts create something? I said, you can, not the thing that's sitting in the body and you think that's yourself. People say, we can't change a simple thing. If we made everything, why can't we change it? Because you're not trying to change the one from where it was made. You're trying to change from one actor in the show in whom you are sitting. The show becomes very interesting if you sit in one actor. Otherwise, it will be on a stage. Supposing we are watching from the sky somewhere and we see this show. It's not as interesting. If we can come down close to the actor, very good. But if we can get into one of the actors, most effective show, it becomes real for us. That is how we are actually operating. Soul has taken up a mind to create time and space. Using the time and space of mind, it picked up one section of a programmed destiny we call the DVD. It's playing the DVD through astral plane, separating the experiences of touching, tasting, smelling. And then it puts on a human body, sits inside that human body. The soul is sitting inside the human body and creating all others from there. And yet it thinks that the human body is different from the others. It's not. That's where we make a mistake. When we say, where are you? You can say, I am in my head. But you have no head. You are a soul. You are consciousness. Why did you say you are in your head? Why did you say you are in the third eye center? Because you have no third eye center. You have no head. You have no physical body. It's created around you. Where are you? I don't know where I am. Would you like to find out? Sure. Then go to where you are, inside the actor where you think you are sitting, not outside. Third eye center is just a part of the play outside. It's not a reality anymore than anything else. It's equally unreal. Not that you are more real, others are less real. What is observing from inside, what is experiencing from inside is real. The experience is not real. The experiencer is real. The experience it's generating is in terms of its own experiencing, that is a personal experience, but not the things that you are making up, including your own body. We get caught up in this thing. I am trying to highlight this fact that when we say God is inside us, is it inside the body? Then how many gods are there? We are seeing so many of us here. Are they gods broken up into pieces and is sitting inside us? Of course not. God is whole. Let me go back to the experience of a dream again, once again. We go into a dream. We see 20 people there. We meet them and we discuss. We are having conference, and we discuss that are we real or not? Most people say we are real, we can see, we can touch, taste, smell, we can do, we are all real. Some clever guy says we are not really real. We are experiencing something inside. God is inside us. Then the question comes up in the dream, in whom is the God? Is God in all 20 of us? Or in one of us? Which one of us? And we are silent because we can't determine in which of us the God is. And then we wake up. There was only one dreamer. 19 were parts of the dream. Can you realize even now there's only one dreamer? Everybody else that we see is part of the dream. Who is that one dreamer? Who is having the experience? Who are the others around us? Experience, part of the experience, not experiencer. Can you imagine that at all times in your life, no matter where you are, whether in a dream state or wakeful state or higher enlightened state or ultimately in your true home, there's only one person experiencing, one being experiencing, never two. Even right now, it's one experience. When you experience something, only you are experiencing, nobody else. But it looks like everybody is experiencing the same thing because the show has been set up in such a way. This beauty of this creation has been achieved by situating us, the experiencer of the beauty, inside one of the characters.